How would you characterize the main issues from your perspective in this campaign?
Well, for me, it's been talking about my years of service in a bipartisan fashion with Republican governors, Democratic governors, Republican-controlled legislature, just trying to work to keep Virginia the best managed state, the best state to do business, maintain our AAA bond rating. So I've been emphasizing the fact that I've taken a strong bipartisan approach to making Virginia really what it is today, resolving this economic problem we've had at the state level without raising taxes, making some very painful cuts all across the board. And then, of course, the key areas in the economy and jobs, and trying to emphasize how I have worked with Governor McDonnell and Governor Kane and the others to enhance their economic development efforts and to bring jobs to Virginia.
How would you describe your primary qualifications for being senator?
Well, 28 years of service, having endured 7 contested elections, going before the voters each 4 years and presenting myself, and the voters seeing fit to send me back to Richmond, and using that experience to climb through the ranks of the legislature. It's all based on seniority, and finally get to the level where you're chairing a committee, budget conferee, working on the finance committee, chairing health and human resources, using those years as a learning opportunity to respond better to a changing economic and changing demographic type of Virginia that we live in, but keeping it sound, fiscally managed, very sound.
Okay. What are some differences between you and your opponent, and what would make you a better senator than him?
Well, I think my years of experience. I mean, it takes a while to learn how to be effective in Richmond. The fact that I have been reelected 7 previous times, the voters seem to take my approach, bipartisan approach, practical way of trying to be a representative of the people. Mr. Reeves has not held office, has aligned himself with some rather extreme groups that I find that it's not fitting to the way we've managed our finances in Virginia. The Americans for Prosperity, the Tea Party movement. While there may be some room for those type of ideas and thoughts at the federal level, Virginia is well managed fiscally, as cited by many independent sources. So I don't think Mr. Reeves seems to be coming to this from a very, very decided philosophical approach without any practical experience of how you work with folks across the aisle and with different administrations to have positive results.
Talk to me about the tone and the tenor of the campaign.
Well, this has been the most negative, the most vicious, both personally and every way possible that I've had to deal with during 7. This is my 8th campaign, so I'm used to defending my record and going before the voters. But there's been so much here that's been unseemly, buying my name, putting up a website that has no credible relevance to even an organization. Reeves' paid political consultant who's running this vicious blog and attacking me and saying I'm part of the slave sex trade. The Virginia Christian Action Alliance taking umbrage under the Attorney General's call that churches should get more actively involved in politics, and using and questioning my value system, my personal values. I'm somehow not aligned with traditional biblical values, and there's just been so much underhanded, deceitful tactics that they've used. And then, of course, the outward campaign that Mr. Reeves has run has been very negative, sending out over-the-top mailers, distorting my voting record, making it something that it is not, So it has been the most negative, the most vicious campaign that I've contended with in 28 years.